All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Break. Keep it up, Mike. Check. 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll run on the draw. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
All day, dog. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Carr. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to fourth down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. Now Carr. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
29 is Mike 29. Cut.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here comes Grant on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Carr now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go on, go on. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw his Carr, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 29.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr trying to lay one up, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Down to lose 1. Check, 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 check. Protein spilled. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll look to throw here. Got a man, Slayton. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 70, Indy. Here we go, G. Hey, Haywood. All day. Check 31, check 31. Shift, watch the shift. Sit up. Shoot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 59. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, check, 59, 59. I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the edge. Check, get it.
2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
8-3.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw here. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 40-yard
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is taken at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
637. Watch Twitch. Express.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And Ingram holds it in. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Flushed out. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Pollard again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Go now. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
2nd and 11. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go out. Get it ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
734. Express. Motion. Express. Go get him. Go get him. Express.
Carr going to throw here. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their. Even if you win a game,